But for your more by business over like you were commenting. I should come to the channel now. Professor Dia or your former Attorney General just say or they can Asiedu Nketia could court for defamation. Asiedu Nketia to me draw near witness a case. It come a court and a court no ultra way no share sifa court issues no baby and never quick up ne a internet Asiedu Nketia per se or corner witness case no or beefing na or the bishim na no and now or judge out na sino jene say bad waba witness no wow nema na obeso yifi na we say obeso de beka no do wate na emum onya fa na trasa wa man of course wa charge no ama no trade so tia ansama with my side because me say Asiedu Nketia am follow the rules me say we oversight nema bi wo ho otwentwan court na ase na when am say we say politics ni sa nema no ama delay court no kakane no na judge follow trasa di no wo say there bi ye nyama Asiedu Nketia wa kosa na emum so chess kebi ansa na wetima change nema bi wo na new way a yebekọ no so de ya dey be din am Asiedu Nketia because witness ni nyama court no e demand no am say my din ade am ye Asiedu Nketia if a defamation if a age yan former attorney general o me yan ko tie sem ncheche mma
nwa na kire say Professor Gyamfi yi na ti na mbom no ono ankasa na resign ebra ya appointed no as the auditor general. And also the statement was made with slander, with defamation, and without any reasonable evidence, just or probable cause. And the court can way in a way. And lawyer Tony Nyako, or counsel for General Mosquito, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, a move motion say or per se or amend the earlier processes file a court. Now I am quoting the lawyer. I will say, my lady, we have an application for leave to amend pre-trial checklist, which was filed on the 13th of February 2025 and is fixed for hearing today, February the 19th, 2025. Just and now court to hearing no. And and a lawyer Tony Nyako, representing General Mosquito, and the betum so person or amend the pre-trial checklist. Metwa course no subi or say we move in terms of the motion paper and the supporting affidavit together with the attached exhibit. General Mosquito's counsel submitted. While relying on all depositions contained in their affidavit in support, said on October 29th last year, we filed a notice of subpoena in respect of Brian Anku Sapati. At the last court sitting, our attention was drawn to the fact that we inadvertently excluded Brian Anku Sapati from our pre-trial checklist, even though he is a necessary witness in this matter, counsel submitted. In the light of that, he said, we filed the present application for leave to amend the pre-trial checklist pursuant to Order 16, Rule 7 of CI 47, which is in respect of amendment of other documents as the present one. We submit that the amendment is done in good faith and necessary to enable the applicant, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, put the entirety of his case before this court and bring safe in line with the requirements of the rule of court in respect of case management conference. Mr. Tony Nyako stated, in his view, the application will not cause any surprise to the plaintiff or respondent, Professor Dia Ajimai, since there is a notice of the subpoena already on record. In the circumstances, we pray this court to grant us leave to amend the pre-trial checklist in terms of Exhibit J1, counsel for the NDC chairman prayed. Brian Nana Benyin Akon, counsel who was holding brief for Garine Makoma, said, we have nothing to say, adding that we leave it with the determination of the court. And a ruling by Her Ladyship Justice Audrey Kovi Tay also say, after listening to the parties, I have granted the request for leave and awarded a cost of 3,000 cedis against Mr. Asiedu Nketia. Application is granted as prayed, she said. Meanwhile, the applicant is given 7 days, only 7 days to file, she said, adding that cost of 3,000 cedis is awarded against Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketia in favor of Professor Edward Agyamfi, the court ordered. The case has been adjourned to April 3rd, 2025 for continuation. Both Professor Edward Agyamfi and Johnson Asiedu Nketia were absent in court. April 3rd, 2025. The case need to aswa. The case management stage, the basic in this 20 million Ghana cedis defamation case against Johnson Asiedu Nketia. Evidence in Yakra and no. Yet a hunsu ebebremo. Now I was a fool.
When power comes, there are a lot of times that we all make mistakes. I will admit it. I will not pretend that I am a saint or somebody is not a saint. But I'm saying that on money to baby, we have to move on as a nation. Without taking myself out, the army is saying, look, I did a lot of night walking when we were in office. A lot of night walking where there were seeming injustice, when some of our friends will reach out, they book to Anamon to make sure they're there. I don't want to mention names on Kobando, in your busy, in Komo or Kukuma, or Pado. But very prominent NDC members. That is why these days, I send a text. I say, hey, bro, are you aware of this? Are you aware of this? I have all of them. The kind of interactions. Ibinum court issues, then would reach out and look. For the sake of the country, the atmosphere, the mazi,
so all you did was to suppress illegalities.
No,
that's what you did.
I'm not talking illegalities. I'm talking about situations where politically you act in a manner who opponent before that he's been haunted. That's the point I'm making. I'm not talking about supporting, encouraging illegality. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we must always have moderates in the political party. In Zemebi or on Koyeya, Wobotunwa reach out to the extremists and tame them. That look, we don't need it as a country. And this is a time I expect the moderates in NDC to rise up and caution the extremists in their party. Because they are all kodono on ye. But then Berekano, if Yakana was won't say all these boys on the street, the youths, all these youths, you put them back to the streets, you'll be on your way out of government. The very government that you think you've worked for. If today, Abba, Ebi obi oye MPP onye adwuma ye inta abanumpo wanto, but today ebu enenwa when would they some party or power na menye adwuma inti so onka tsenefi. It's an eye opener.
But is that a tangent we need to go as a country?
No, that is where we should pull the brakes. And I'm saying that if you have won power today, and then this if one came there, President Mahama were only 4 years. In 2028, they are bringing a new candidate. We are hearing Asiedu Nketia, we are hearing Julius Debra, we are hearing Harun Idrisu, we are hearing some other names.